So the weather this spring has been brutal, which for me is making the fishing brutal. I'm really struggling this spring, and it took me 4 separate days of going out fishing, trying new spots to make this video. It's that bad. But this first clip, me and Andrew went out about 35 minutes north. It was warm, but it was brutally windy. I mean, as you guys can see in this upcoming clip, it's super windy. I'm just gonna mute the audio because it's that bad. We fished for 4 hours, and in the final 5 minutes, I caught the fish that made the day. Well, today I'm at a spot I've always struggled at. In the summer, I've never been able to catch anything here. Open water. Ice fishing here, I caught a couple small bluegills. That's all I was able to get. But I've never fished it in the spring. Especially early spring, right before the spawn. So, I don't know. Maybe it's better then. There's pike in here. There's some decent bass. I'm gonna use an underspin on one rod. Nice colored thing called rattle trap. Couldn't think of it. And the clickbait with the Kitech swim bait on the back. Maybe I'll finally get my first open water fish at this spot. There's some good ones in here, so hopefully we can make it happen today. There we go. And that was it, a bass. It was a tiny largie. Super small. I felt the tiny little taps. I was like, what is going on? Well, it was maybe about a 6-inch bass. But it's something finally. It's kind of a struggle bus so far. Oh, I have one. I wasn't even positive I did. Oh, get out of there. Well, thought I hit the bottom or something, or no, that's a fish. It's a tiny largie. It's a little bigger than the first one we almost caught today on the Senko. Well, it's finally some fish though. I don't like doing this, but I gotta throw you far. There you go, buddy. I then decided to take the inflatable kayak out, but it was actually a pretty windy day and it ended up being a big mistake. I went out for a couple hours and all I got was battered by the wind and waves. Didn't even get a single bite for my efforts. I now know, if I take the inflatable kayak out, it's got to be zero wind, or else it's very hard to fish. There's one. Well, this is my 4th attempt at making this video. Oh, it came off. As I was saying, it's my 4th fishing trip to try and make this video. The fishing has been brutal. But maybe, just maybe, today's the day something finally happens. We'll see. There we go. I'm back at this spot. Let's get down here. Felt a ton of slack in my line. Sure enough. Mr. Largy's on. Get up here, buddy. Alright. Let's feel how warm or cold this fish is. It's still kind of cold. The warmest day of the year so far. I'm hoping that gets the fish fired up. But hey, good start. Finally a fish. It's been brutal. But hey, the weather has been terrible this spring, so I'm sure these fish are confused. Usually they should be spawning by now, but I don't know. The water's so cold. There we go. A little pipsqueak. Came off too. That's fine. Just the little guy off this laydown right here. There we go. Knew I felt the tap. Come here, little largy. And he freaking choked it. The weightless Senko. Per usual. Don't mind the truck noise. Getting it done. Look how this little guy choked it. Freaking wanted it. And hooks out just like that. Well, little guy, but it's something. See ya. There we go. That's a better fish. Just saw my line start moving a little bit to the side. Freaking frog just jumped or something. Away from this fish. Really? I mean, it wasn't that big, but it was definitely better than the last two. The weightless Senko, though, getting it done. Just can't land them. There's one. Oh, he came on. No, he's still here. Oh my god. Oh. That was a big fish. Oh my god. That thing was taking drag. Oh my. Those carp scales. You never know. They're in every lake I fish, basically. Oh, that was a big fish though. Damn.